Hey everyone, in this lesson I'd like to talk about time and how can we create a sort of running time um, visuals as well as countdowns, timers running forward and backwards as well, and also create a classic um, classic clock with uh, time running properly, okay, by using some of the time expressions that we have. Of course, there is a lot of method and probably a much faster method to create sort of a uh, countdown or running time. But I was wondering whether I and how I could do this in Houdini. So let's see actually what expressions to be used to create our time. Okay, so so there's four methods that I've made. Um, the first one is the uh, basic time. The second one is time that is running backwards, like countdown, and the third and fourth one are timers that runs forward and backwards, and the last one is the classic clock. Okay, so the first one uh, here uh, we have three sections. The first, the last one is the second, the minute section, and the hour section. They're mostly the same. The only different is that, for example, in the first one, um, to uh, have a second, um, I'm dividing $F onto $FPS. This way we're getting 1 second, okay, and then I'm using the function modulus function, um, and I'm sort of dividing it by 60. So whenever the this value reaches 60, it will turn out 0 and start all over again. This way I will create a sort of a running time. As you see, my seconds like go 60 and starts over again. Okay, so the seal expression, I will round this number to uh, 1. Okay, and the pad 0 expression will use 2 digits, so I will have like 0, 1, 0, 2, and so on. Okay, if I um, if I don't use this pad 0 expression, it will start like 1, 2, 3, not 0, 1, 0, 2. So I'm using like 2 digits to visualize it this way. Okay, so the second part, the minute part, is the same. Here I'm dividing my frame onto FPS and then onto 60, and then uh, 60 minus 1. The minus 1 is just I'm subtracting 1 just to start with 0. If I delete this um, minus 1, it will start with 1 here. Okay, so this is why I'm using 60 minus 1. And then I'd like to use again modulus function and again I'm dividing by 60, so whenever this one turns 60, the 61 will start 01, okay, as in the seconds. And the same pad 0 seal to round this number, and pad 0 to use 2 digits. And the same is here. Instead of dividing by 60, I'm using 3600 minus 1, and I'm not using this function because I want my time to go like beyond 60, but I should actually use, instead of 60, 12 or 24 in that case, because like we have 24 hours. Okay, but I'm not using it in here, but you can. So the second version is the countdown. So you see it runs down, and everything is the same as in the first one. The only difference is that I'm subtracting from 60, and I'm subtracting the same expression that I've used in the first one. The same I did in a minute section, and the same is for hour section. Okay, so the countdown, the timer, here I'm adding custom attribute, which is seconds. Okay, and then I'm using it in here. Yeah, so as you see, we have a 2 section here, like a frames per second and seconds. Okay, the reason why I'm using the Wrangle expression here, because in the second part here I'm able to add some condition which I didn't use here. So because I'm using the conditions because I need to use the conditions, that's why I've decided to add some Wrangler expressions, and then just use those attributes in the text. Okay, so here I have my second attribute, and here's my frames per second. So I'm using the frame modules per FPS, whereas like it goes like 24, since I have 24 frames per second, never turns like 24. It's like 2 seconds. Okay, and I'm adding a spare input. I'm just dragging and dropping in here my Wrangler expression, and then by using the detail expression, I'm using that attribute that I've created in here. Okay, and here in the last one, here I have a countdown, and since I don't want to go past 0, I'd like to stop at 0. That's why I'm using it, this expression. So whenever I'm bigger than the seconds is bigger than 0, then it's fine. If it's not, then it's 0. That's why it stops here. Okay, and again, here I'm using 100. So if you need more, simply change this number to something higher. Okay, and also if, for example, so here we have a classic timer. Okay, and if, for example, we would like to if we have in our scenario like time is running fast, like to show that visually, we can also add a retimer. Here I have retime node, which is like 500 faster, and here is the input, a bigger number, so it wouldn't stop. And whenever I run it, and now see it's like time is running fast, something like that you can use to visually show that your time is running fast. Okay, and the last one, the classic clock. So what we have here, this is the frame. This is those measure lines. Okay, so here I have simple line, some transform and match, so I could just align it properly. And here I'm using an expression 260 and channel NCY. Since this is the channel NCY, I'd like to have this number divided onto 360. Okay, this way I can equally distribute the number of this measure along the circle. Okay, so the first one, the first measures are seconds. The second measures, so as you see, it's 1. It's like 300 those small measure sticks, measure lines are being placed. Okay, the second one are minutes, so I have like 60 of those bigger lines. The same as here. Okay, so like every 6 degrees I have those lines being placed. And the last one is the hour stick, the lines, hour lines. So so every 30 degrees, so it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30, it's 45. It's every 15 degrees, 15, 13, 45. Oh, sorry, it's 90. It's like this is 30, that is 60, that is 90 degrees. Okay, and so on. Right, so, and here we have seconds. If I just, so, and here I'm using expressions like this time I'm using negative $F because positive runs backwards. So, and as we used like $F divided by FPS, it's our seconds. So we have our seconds. Okay, then minutes, it's the $F, FPS, and 60. Okay, and the uh, hour line is $F on GFPS and 720. This way we get our clock, uh, our line. Okay, and so this way, as in this method, I can also use the retime. Here I have a 500 as well, just to show, for example, that my time is running fast. Okay, and also something like that. Yeah, so yeah, this is how you can use time expressions to visually display seconds, minutes, hours, and so on. I hope you liked the lesson, and if you find it useful, please subscribe, and I'll see you in future lessons. Thank you very much, goodbye, and good luck.